Morning all of you, this is Rachna Saxena from Faculty of Education, Moradabad. In my previous lecture, I have described role and the function of SERT. Now, in the present lecture, I will describe role and functions of UGC. University Grant Commission (UGC) was established in 1953 with a view to take care of the proper working and the needs of the universities of both state and national levels. University Grant Commission is a statutory body under the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, that means Government of India. It was set up in accordance to the UGC Act 1956 and is charged with coordination, determination and maintenance of standards of higher education in India. It was founded by Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. The first chairman of UGC was Dr. Shanti Sarup Bhatnagar. He was in the period of 1953 to 1955. Now, the new name of UGC is HECI. A bill was expected to be introduced in the 2018 monsoon session of the Parliament, which, if passed, would have led to the dissolution of the UGC. The bill was also stipulated formation of a new body, the Higher Education Commission of India, that means HECI. The University Grant Commission (UGC) is a statutory body in India established to oversee the standards and the commission and the coordination of higher education in the country. Formed in 1956 under the UGC Act, the Commission plays a very crucial role in the maintaining the quality and the integrity of university education, ensuring that institutions of higher learning meet specific academic standards. It is tasked with promoting and coordinating university education as well as determining and maintaining standard of teaching, examination and research. The UGC is responsible for recognizing universities in India, ensuring that they adhere to specific criteria and guidelines before being granted recognition. This recognition is vital for the universities as it allows them to receive funding from the central government and enables their degrees to be recognized nationwide and internationally. The UGC's recognition process involves rigorous scrutiny, ensuring that universities meet the necessary requirements in terms of infrastructure, faculty qualifications, research output, and academic programs. One of the key functions of the UGC is to allocate the and disburse grants to universities and the colleges. These grants were essential for the development and are essential for the development of infrastructure, research facilities, and academic programs. UGC funding decisions are based on detailed assessment of the institution's needs, performance, and the compliance with regulatory standards. By providing financial assistance, the UGC helps institutions improve their educational offerings, thereby enhancing the overall quality of higher education in the country. The UGC also plays a pivotal role in setting, maintaining academic standards according and across the universities. It prescribes guidelines for the curriculum development, teaching methods, and examination system. By establishing these standards, the UGC ensures that students across the country receive a consistent and high quality education regardless of the institution they attend. Additionally, the UGC promotes academic excellence by encouraging universities to engage in research and innovation, provides grants for research projects, facilitate collaborations between institutions, and support the publication of the academic work. In addition to its regulatory and funding functions, the UGC is also involved in monitoring and evaluating the performance of the universities and the colleges. This is done through various mechanisms, including periodic inspections, audits, and assessments. The UGC's monitoring activities help identify areas where institutions may be falling short of the required standards and provide guidance on how to address these shortcomings. Through these efforts, the UGC ensures that institutions of higher education remain accountable and committed to delivering quality education. Another significant aspect of the UGC role is the promotion of inclusive education. The Commission has implemented various policies and programs aimed at increasing access to higher education for underprivileged and marginalized communities. This includes scholarships, fellowships, and reservation policies that provide opportunities for the students from disadvantaged backgrounds to pursue the higher education and their dreams. The UGC also promotes gender equality and has initiated measures to ensure that women have equal access to educational opportunities. Over the years, UGC has been instrumental in shaping the higher education landscape in India. It has played a key role in the expansion of higher education, with a significant increase in the number of universities and colleges across the country. The UGC's efforts have also contributed to the diversification of academic programs, with universities offering a wide range of courses in various disciplines. This has helped cater to the evolving needs of students and the demands of the job market. But the UGC has also faced criticism and challenges also. Some critics argue that the Commission's regulatory framework is overly bureaucratic and stifles innovation and autonomy in universities. There have been calls for reform to make the UGC more flexible and responsive to the changing needs of higher education. Additionally, the growing number of private universities and colleges has raised concern about the UGC ability to effectively monitor and regulate the quality of education across such a diverse and expanding sector. In response to these challenges, the Indian government has initiated various reforms aimed at transforming the higher education sector. One of the significant developments in his regard is the proposed establishment of the Higher Education Commission of India, HECI, which is intended to replace UGC. HECI is envisioned as a more modern and efficient regulatory body with a focus on promoting academic excellence, fostering innovation, and ensuring accountability in higher education. The transition from UGC to HECI reflects the government commitment to addressing the evolving changes of the higher education sector and creating a more dynamic and responsive regulatory framework. Despite the proposed changes, UGC legacy Despite the proposed changes, the UGC legacy and contribution to the development of higher education in India cannot be overlooked. It has played a foundational role in establishing and maintaining the standards of university education in the country. Its emphasis on the quality assurance, research, and inclusive education has laid the groundwork for the continued growth and evolution of higher education in India. The University Grant Commission has been a cornerstone of higher education regulation and development in India. Its efforts to standardize, fund, and monitor higher education institutions have had a profound impact on the quality and the accessibility of university education. As the landscape of higher education continues to evolve, the legacy will undoubtedly influence future developments, whether through its ongoing initiatives or the new regulatory bodies that may take its place. In the further time, I will describe all the objectives of UGC. It was created through an Act of Parliament in 1956 and operates under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. The primary objectives of the UGC is to ensure the maintenance of standards and the enhancement of quality in higher education institutions throughout India. The University Grant Commission of India has several key objectives aimed at maintaining and improving the standards of higher education in the country. The University Grants Commission is a central body responsible for overseeing and promoting higher education in India. It was established in 1956 under the UGC Act and has since played a crucial role in shaping the higher education landscape over the country. Its objectives are comprehensive, focusing on various aspects of university education to ensure that it meets high standard of quality, accessibility, and relevance. Below is the elaboration of main objectives of UGC. So, my first objective is promotion and coordination. One of the fundamental objectives of the UGC is to promote and coordinate university education across India. The UGC role in this regard is to ensure that higher education institutions, whether they are universities or the colleges, are developed in a manner that align with the national educational goals. This involves guiding universities in their academic and infrastructural development, ensuring that they are equipped to provide high quality education by coordinating between different institutions. UGC helped to create a cohesive educational environment where universities can share the resources, collaborate on research, and develop best practices. This coordination also helps in maintaining a uniform standard of education across country, ensuring that students, regardless of the region, caste, or the area, receive a comparable level of education. Now I'm talking about the quality and the standard. Maintaining high standard of teaching, examinations, and research is a primary objective of UGC. To achieve this, UGC set guidelines and framework that universities must follow to ensure the quality of education. This includes curricular development, faculty qualification, and teaching methodologies. UGC regularly receives these standards to keep them in the line with global education standards and the evolving needs of the society. Additionally, UGC is actively involved in the accreditation and the assessment of universities and the colleges through agencies like National Assessment and Accreditation Council, that means NAC. The UGC ensures that institutions meet the required standards and continuously improve their academic and infrastructure facilities. Accreditation not only enhances the credibility of the institutions but also ensure students and the parents of the quality of education provided. Now my next point, and that is the most important point, and this is financial support. The funding support. UGC provides financial assistance to eligible universities and the colleges, which is crucial for the development and the sustainability of higher education in India. This financial support covers various aspects of academic life, including infrastructure development, research projects, and academic activities. The UGC allocates funds based on the needs of the institutions and their performance. For example, universities that demonstrate excellence in research and teaching, they can receive additional grants to further enhancement in their capabilities. This financial support is essential for the growth of institutions, enabling them to improve their facilities, attract and retain qualified faculty, and offer a broader range of programs. Moreover, the UGC funding initiates often prioritize the development of educational infrastructures in underdeveloped regions, thereby promoting equitable access to the higher education. As well as UGC also provide funds for the various academic programs like seminars, like workshop and the other work. Now my next point is policy formulation. Formatting various policies for the regulation and development of higher education is another key objective of the UGC. These policies are designed to ensure that higher education system in India is aligned with national educational goals and is responsive to global trends. The UGC policies cover a wide range of area including academic standards, faculty development, research funding, and the students' welfare. By formulating and implementing these policies, the UGC provides a strategic direction for the growth of higher education in India. It ensures that universities not only focus on academic excellence but also contribute to the social and economic development of the country. The UGC's policies also promote the use of technology in education, encouraging institutions to adopt digital tools and platforms to enhance the learning experience. This is all about the objectives of UGC. In my next lecture, I will do the further description. Thank you so much.